Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty Beyond 40. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the Nebulyft N1, which is the most recent radio frequency device from Rebecca Tech. I'm going to compare it to the original Nebulyft, the R1, and I'm going to tell you if I think you should get the Nebulyft N1. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're interested in beauty devices because I upload at least one video every week. And then I'm also on TikTok and Instagram if you want more content from me. And I also have a private Facebook group all about beauty devices. I'll leave a link to all of this down in the description in case you're interested. So these two devices are pretty similar. They're similar in the way they work, they're similar in the way they feel, but I am going to go over the differences in these devices. Now, all of the benefits are the same across these devices. Both of these devices are radio frequency devices that use heat to stimulate collagen in the deeper layers of the skin. Radio frequency treats the skin as opposed to the muscle, and I always get asked if radio frequency causes facial fat loss. These devices in this video and any of the radio frequency devices that I include on my channel do not reach the fat layer. They do not cause facial fat loss. I've been using radio frequency for over a year and my face is still really fat. And the Nebulyft team has verified that these do not reach the fat layer. Both of them help to lift, tighten, and firm the skin. They can help control acne. They both have a consistent temperature of 107.6 Fahrenheit. Both of them offer an instant glow. I used the N1 today for the demo portion and my skin's been glowing all day. And they also offer longer term goals because it does take about 30 days for the new collagen that you're building in the deeper layers of your skin to reach the surface. So you do get immediate and longer term benefits with the Nebulyft devices. They also smooth out fine lines and wrinkles on your face and your neck. And they both claim to reduce the size of your pores if you use their gel that comes with the device. Now let's talk about the main differences. The original Nebulyft is $4.99 and the new one, the N1, is $7.99. So that's a pretty steep jump in price. You can see they're a little bit different in size. If you can see, the black one is a little bit bigger than the white one. The N1 has 384 titanium microdots. The R1 has 256 gold micro RF dots. And for both of these devices, it's recommended to use them for about 10 minutes a day, every day. The R1, the panel is 2.79 square inches, whereas the new N1 has 3.26 square inches. The black one is a little bit more advanced technology. You are gonna get more surface area of your face that you're able to work because it has a larger head and it has more microdots and it's titanium as opposed to gold. So it's definitely a more advanced device than the original. I have used both of these devices and they both absolutely work. I'm going to give you a demo of me using the N1, and if you're interested in learning more about the R1, I have a video on my YouTube channel that goes more in depth and I have a full demo, so you can go watch that. I'll make sure to link to it if you're interested in this. But for this one, I use it the same way that I use the R1 device. There is a button that you push on the front. And then there's three modes. There's sensitive, and then you tap it again for neutral, and then you tap it again for tolerant. So I recommend starting off with the sensitive mode and then working your way up to tolerant if your skin can handle it, because then you're gonna get more results using this device. But I like how they have three different settings. On the original, you would turn it on, and then there were 5 different settings that you could play with. I do find the N1 to be a little bit more sensitive. Like this button, you can accidentally hit it. I've actually hit it and switched modes or turned it off by accident. I prefer how the buttons are on the original device because you have to really depress this one to get it to work, whereas this one, just by like tapping it, see, you tap it really easily and it switches. So I do find that to be a little bit annoying. They both come with a wireless charging pad, so it looks just like the one with the R1. You just plug it in and then you set the device on top of it to charge it up. So it couldn't be easier, and then the device is wireless, which I love because then you can just sit back and use the device. And so how I use this is I start with clean, dry skin, and I take off all my jewelry, and then I will take some of the gel, and I will just place some of the gel on the head of the device, and I'll turn the device on, and I use level 3, which is tolerant. I've been using radio frequency for a while and my skin handles it just fine. And the nice thing about this device is it doesn't get too hot. It feels very warm and calming on your skin. It actually feels really, really good. It feels like you're getting a really nice massage, whereas the other radio frequency devices I have, the NEWA and the TRIPOLLAR Stop VX, they get really hot. So this one doesn't get as hot. It feels warm and pleasant, and it maintains a consistent temperature. So I just place some gel on the head and then I move it in small circles on one side of my face. I do that for 2 minutes and it beeps, and then you move it to the next section and you do that for 2 minutes, just moving it in small circles, and then it'll beep and I'll move to my forehead area and I'll try to concentrate on my 11 since that's the area that I want to work on more. And you should feel free to use a device more in areas that you're working on more. So like if you want to work on your jowls more, you can spend more time working there. I tend to like to work on my jowls and my 11s, but you can customize your routine. So I do 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes on my forehead, then I do 2 minutes around my mouth area. And I was filming the demo and I didn't have the camera on when I was doing this area, so I'll just show you here. I'll mimic how it looks. You just put some more gel on and then work it around in a circle to smooth out lines around your mouth and just to firm up that whole area. And then the last area is underneath the chin here. So I work that area just to tighten and firm that up. When that's done, it's a 10-minute treatment, and I just find it really, really easy to use. I really think the Nebulyft is such an easy device to use. It's so easy to hold, it's very pleasant. And I will say that once the gel runs out, because it does run out pretty quickly, I was able to just use a regular aloe vera gel that I got from Target, and it worked just fine. I just tested it to make sure that it heated up and it was fine. So I'll link to that as well. I think it's just a few dollars. Wanted to put that out there since I know a lot of people are concerned that the gels can be pretty expensive. I think that $7.99 is really expensive. I do take note of the prices of these devices and I think it's very expensive. So if you already have this device, you do not need to upgrade. This device works great. I've had this for a while. When I was using it, it works great, and so I don't think you should upgrade if you have it and you're using it and you're seeing results. I'm obviously using this one now because I have it. If you already have this and it's working, you should not upgrade. Now, if you have another radio frequency device that's a few years old and you're looking to upgrade, I definitely think it's worth the investment because you get faster results because you're able to work such a large surface area of your skin. Like sometimes I just get frustrated that my other radio frequency devices take so long to heat up and they take a really long time to use. And when I'm doing a session, it can take like 30 or 40 minutes by the time it heats up and I'm done doing my routine. So that's why I'm often grabbing this because it's 10 minutes and done and I see the results. So if you have a radio frequency device already and you're not using it because it takes too long and you're just getting frustrated, I think it would definitely be worth it to try one of these Nebulyft devices. If you have a limited budget, this one is gonna be great. If you have $800, go ahead and grab this one. It's a fabulous device, and I would recommend waiting for it to go on sale. This was on sale around the holidays, and I think from time to time these devices do go on sale. So I think it really comes down to budget between these two if you've got the money to spend. I really, really do enjoy using both of these. I really do see the results. So the bottom line is if you already have a radio frequency device, I do not think that you need to get this. If you already have the R1, I do not think you need to get this. If you don't have a radio frequency device and you're looking for one and you think 10 minutes a day will work well for you and you have $800, go for it. This device is awesome. I don't think you need it though if you can't afford it. So if it's a stretch, just go for the R1. So yes, I definitely think that it's worth it, but I don't think that you have to have it. All of the radio frequency devices that I featured on my channel, the TRIPOLLAR Stop VX, the NEWA, and the Nebulyft, they all work. I have done before and afters for all of those devices. When I put these next to each other, I still think the R1 is a very powerful device, and you don't necessarily need to get the N1 to see results, but if you have the budget, go for it, because I think it's awesome. And I also wanted to remind you that I launched my beauty device quiz that's on my website. I'll make sure to link to that. So if you want to take my quiz, I'll help walk you through which devices I think are going to be the best bet for you. I list the devices with links and promo codes and their pricing so you can more easily compare. I'll leave a link to that quiz so you can take it and find out if I recommend a radio frequency device. But between these two, these devices are awesome. I hope that was helpful. Please let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, give it a like, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel before you go, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!